Leadership interview questions. You will be given 5 seconds between each question. You can pause and answer and resume for the next question when you are done. Good luck. Tell me about yourself. How would you describe your leadership style? How do you measure your own performance at work? Tell me about a time when you were asked to do something you had never done before. How did you react? What did you learn? Describe a situation in which you embraced a new system, process, technology, or idea at work that was a major departure from the old way of doing things. Recall a time when you were assigned a task outside of your job description. How did you handle the situation? What was the outcome? Tell me about the biggest change that you have had to deal with. How did you adapt to that change? Tell me about a time when you had to adjust to a colleague's working style in order to complete a project or achieve your objectives. What are the 3 things that are most important to you in a job? What's the most interesting thing about you that's not on your resume? What would make you choose our company over others? What's the biggest misconception your coworkers have about you and why do they think that? Give an example of when you had to work with someone who was difficult to get along with. How did you handle interactions with that person? Tell me about one of your favorite experiences working with a team and your contribution. Can you share an experience where a project dramatically shifted directions at the last minute? What did you do? Tell me about the last time something significant didn't go according to plan at work. What was your role? What was the outcome? Describe a situation where you needed to persuade someone to see things your way. What steps did you take? What were the results? Give me an example of a time when you felt you led by example. What did you do and how did others react? Tell me about the toughest decision you had to make in the last 6 months. Have you ever had to sell an idea to your coworkers or group? How did you do it? What were the results? Describe a time when you volunteered to expand your knowledge at work, as opposed to being directed to do so. What would motivate you to make a move from your current role? What's the biggest career goal you've ever achieved? Tell me about a time when you had to juggle several projects at the same time. How did you organize your time? What was the result? Describe a time when you felt stressed or overwhelmed. How did you handle it? Give an example of a time when you delegated an important task successfully. How do you determine what amount of time is reasonable for a task?
Is better to submit a project that's perfect and late, or one that's good and on time?
What does success look like in this position? Can you share a story about anything that speaks to who you are from a values perspective? What's your current employer's vision, mission, and values? Tell me a situation for a time you went above and beyond for work.